welcome to this week's edition of Sun News at Noon. I'm Stockton Myers.
And I'm Frankie Medina. Thanks for tuning in. Just last week, Christian Quintana was arrested at Nissan Towers for allegedly pulling out a knife on the housing assistant and for trespassing as well as aggravated assault. I spoke with the interim chief of police about the incident to discuss what actions are being taken by campus police and authorities to ensure a stronger sense of campus safety.
It's about self-awareness. Our officers prioritize safety on campus as much as they possibly can. It is a big campus. We are understaffed, I'm sure that you can imagine, but we do have 24/7 coverage. We do bring in additional staffing for large events. Technically, we have a proven track history of safety on this campus. We are considered to be in the top few in the nation for safety, so we take that safety issue as a priority.
Yeah, of course.
Recently, the police department has joined with risk and safety management, or safety and risk management. The executive director of that is Josh Thane, and we work together closely with him, closely with the fire marshal's office, the parking attendants, and the security department that's coming out of the parking department. So it's a collaborative effort for safety on campus. We're doing everything that we possibly can, thinking out of the box.
Seth Gubler, the executive director of auxiliaries, told Sun News Daily what occurred on the night of the incident.
An individual in Nissan Towers had a friend over who had another friend that this student kind of knew, and that friend brought this individual who had brandished the knife and allegedly assaulted somebody. So the resident didn't really know that person, but that person was a friend of a friend who he invited into his room.
We hope to see that Utah Tech University will make these changes for safety as the school year goes on. In the meantime, continue checking in with Sun News as we follow this story and provide updates as they become available regarding increased safety concerns on campus.
Ever feel like you're missing out on everything campus has to offer? Then the new Utah Tech app may be what you need. Student Body President Devin Rice said he is hopeful the app will allow for more convenience and connection on campus. For instance, clubs will be able to send notifications to club members through the app, UTSA will be able to advertise school events more easily, and there will even be special offers for things like free food. When I met with Devin, he told me how the app will work through the example of a new freshman on campus.
Just to put it simply in a way that every single person can understand is me and my team, we want an app that encompasses everything that we do on campus, so that when you say you're a freshman, you come up to me and say, I want to get involved, or do you know where this classroom is, or what's going on tonight, or I need some free food, how can I get free food? Our response is, have you checked the app yet? Or take a look in the app, or it's on this page in the app. Imagine how streamlined our tech university would be with such a simple app. And then to dive even deeper into that, so you get your clubs and organizations and students, say for example you see I'm at the pickleball club booth and you walk up to me and say, how do I get involved? Well, scroll through your app and sign up for this club, and then now that you've signed up for this club, as an admin of the pickleball club, I can send you personalized notifications whenever I want to, essentially. And I'm not sending them to the whole student body, I send them to the people that are interested in it. So you're not getting overloaded with all these notifications, you're getting what you want. And it's efficient and it works and it's all in the same calendar. All great things. And Utah Tech, we gotta be pushing forward with big tech initiatives, especially like an app.
Devin says they're hoping to release the app by spring 2024.
U.S. senators have delayed the vote for the Respect for Marriage Act. The cause for the delay is due to the lack of support from the Republican side of the Senate. The main goal of this vote is to protect same-sex and interracial marriage. The new date for the vote has not been announced, but the goal is for it to happen after midterm election season. With a new environment, new people, and a new lifestyle, it can be hard for freshmen to transition into college. Thankfully, Utah Tech University has resources like the Peer Coach program to help you be a successful student. Your peer coach can help you find on-campus resources to help you be successful in your academic career. Their office is located first floor of the Browning Building, and they will always welcome you with all things Utah Tech.
Let's face it, we all wish Utah Tech University had a parking garage. But did you know that if the university were to add a parking garage, the cost of parking passes would triple? Here is Kelsa Lundstead with more.
Utah Tech is currently looking into building a parking garage, but it won't happen until we're at 15,000 students. Right now, we're only at 12,000 students, and if they were to build a parking garage now, parking pass prices would raise from $75 to $300. We asked students if they'd rather pay $75 for minimal parking or $300 for more parking.
You know, I'd rather pay $75 for no parking, because even if they added the parking garage, was boosted up to $300, I don't think there would still be any parking, right? So I'd rather pay $75 for no parking rather than $300 for no parking.
I think it would only be worth it to pay $300 if you get a reserved parking spot that's only your own. I would honestly pay $75 because I am broke, and there is actually a school parking lot right by my apartment complex, and I'm right off campus. So there's usually a lot of parking there, so I'll just usually park there and then just walk up to my class, so I'd rather do that.
Honestly, it's not too much of a problem for me to pay $75 for little parking. It's just kind of how it be sometimes. I mean, I can walk wherever I need to be.
What's your go-to parking lot?
Campus View 2, because I live there.
Oh, my go-to parking lot is the parking lot, I don't know what the building is. I think it's by the Hazy. So I like to park there, and then I just walk to class because there's lots of parking.
The housing parking, because I live in Campus View 2.
For me, it's like I don't really have a problem walking super far to class or whatever it may be, but yeah, I'd rather park farther away and just get out of the heat rather than circle, especially with gas prices nowadays. We can't be burning all that gas just circling the parking lot, right? So it's find a spot, get in there, get in class, get out of class, head home, get a $5 biggie bag from Wendy's on the way, you know what I'm saying?
For Sun News, I'm Kelsa Lundstead.
Thanks, Kelsa. I don't know about you, but I'm definitely rethinking about wanting a parking garage here on campus.
Are you a Utah Tech resident? Are you a Utah resident who hates carrying around your ID? If so, then this program is for you. Utah is officially rolling out its mobile driver license program. This program allows you to have an official Utah State ID right at your fingertips through the Get Mobile ID app. This program can also eliminate the use of fake IDs, illegal driving, and can eliminate criminals who may be impersonating citizens. To find out more about Utah's mobile driver's license program, scan the QR code below.
Yesterday afternoon, President Biff Williams held his annual State of the University address. At the address, President Williams was able to showcase all the accomplishments that we have achieved as a university. Here is Madison Dwiggins with more.
Today, I attended the annual State of the University address. Here's what President Biff Williams had to say.
Now, without further ado, I do want to introduce the 18th president of Utah Tech University, President Dr. Richard B. Williams. So I want to hear a big round of applause for President Williams and everything he's done for this university. And please share that same excitement as he shares with you our updates on the strategic plan.
Thank you. Well, good morning and welcome to Utah Tech University. I've said it every year, I'm going to say it again, but this is one of the most exciting times for me to be able to come and share with you all the exciting things that were accomplished by our university this past year. And so I'd like to share with you the new school song for Utah Tech University. So today I'm excited to share with you the updates from this year on Trailblazing Distinction, our work on becoming an open, inclusive, comprehensive polytechnic. There are 5 goals, as you know, and I'm going to go through each of the goals really briefly and focus on a lot of the highlights.
Some of the things President Williams highlighted was the new academic programs and certificates that Utah Tech University has added during the 2021-2022 school year. President Williams also highlighted the 9 new online degrees and 8 new online certificates that Utah Tech offers. President Williams also talked about the new structures that will soon be coming to Utah Tech.
Infrastructure is really important. Last year, the legislature gave us over $55 million to build a 120,000 square foot general classroom building, which will be the workhorse building for our campus. They'll have faculty offices and study rooms. We also opened Campus View Suites 2 with 534 beds. We thought we could breathe a little. We can't. There's more students that want to come to Utah Tech University. So we will be breaking ground Campus View Suites number 3 in January. You're going to start seeing the guys invest getting out the asbestos already from Nyson Towers. But we're excited to not only welcome 1 and 2, but now we'll have Campus View 3, which will be 563 beds on our campus. We want to thank all of you for being here. We want to thank our faculty, our staff, our administration for all the great work that has occurred this last year.
For Sun News, I'm Madison Dwiggins.
Thanks, Madison. It seems like exciting things are in the works for Utah Tech University, and I can't wait to see them all play out in the future. To watch the full State of the University address, scan the QR code below.
You know what, Stockton, I don't know about you, but I've never seen Devin in a suit. He looked pretty dapper.
Yeah, that man can pull off anything, I think.
Definitely.
After the break, Frankie, Reagan, and I will be seeing if Pink Box Donuts is actually worth the hype.
Hey there, Trailblazers. I hope you're enjoying these fine tunes on this afternoon. We're at the top of our hour, and we have more music on the way, so stay tuned.
If the character is moving too fast for their stride,
We're talking serious business today. Pink Box recently opened here in St. George over the summer, and I gotta say, it's kind of overrated. You guys agree with me?
I don't know. I guess we'll find out. I've never had it before.
Yeah. So here's the thing. Here's the perks about Pink Box. It's open 24 hours. That's cool. And they have a crazy amount of flavors. But here's the thing. It's a chain. And I think we have some stellar original St. George original donut places here. So we picked 2 of different price options, and we're going to compare them against Pink Box and see if Pink Box really is overrated here in St. George, Utah. Or maybe it is the best. We'll see. So we're going to start off with Pink Box, and then we're going to pit the other 2 against them. I should preface, Pink Box, Farmstead, Daylight Donuts. Big fresh every day. Round 1, Pink Box. So for each place, we're going to be trying a glazed donut, or a version of it, a chocolate donut, simple, normal donut with a chocolate frosting, and then a specialty donut. This is something that you can only find at that place that's a little more on the wacky side, or a gourmet side, you could say. And they're usually more on the expensive side as well. I should know. I bought all the donuts today. So, let's start. Glaze first, please.
All right.
Ladies first.
Let's do this. I love me a good glaze, though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You can't go wrong with the glaze.
Just occurred to me, I should have got us milk.
Mm.
That would have been good. But
It's okay.
how hard can you get with a glazed donut, though? Like, how hard is it to get a glazed donut right?
You wouldn't think that hard, but you know, I think about Krispy Kreme because that's like the donuts that I grew up eating. And they just make them and make them and make them. Like, it's just glazed donuts. And this is not comparing for me.
It's not giving what it needs.
It's good, but it's not great.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then I'll just move on to the chocolate one.
I'll still eat it, though.
Cool.
This is a lot of chewing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be a lot of chewing. Sorry.
Okay. Chocolate.
Don't look too closely.
Reagan cheers me.
Cheers.
Yeah, dink it and sink it. I like the chocolate donut a whole lot more.
Yeah.
But I also have a really big soft spot for chocolate donuts.
I also feel like it's not too much chocolate.
Yeah.
It's like just the right amount.
And it's not like flavorless chocolate. It's
exactly.
Like
it's rich in
it's
flavor.
rich.
I really like this one.
I like it. It's still kind of, the chocolate is giving a very artificial flavor to me. It's good, but I'm trying to be a critic right now. And it's not the best chocolate donut that I've ever had.
Oh, I don't think so either.
Yeah. So it's good. I mean, it's a donut. I will eat a donut.
Mhm.
If a donut is presented to me, I will eat it. But it's not the best.
You
We'll say
wouldn't
that.
choose it over the other ones.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm understanding.
So now we're in the realm of wacky. We will be eating the cookies and cream donut. This is, I believe, Oreo shavings on the top with just like a sort of cream cheese drizzle, if I can talk today. Cream cheese drizzle across the top, and then cookies and cream, like buttercream on the center.
I do want to say, before we dig into this, I was the one that cut these donuts, and this one, the drizzle on top, immediately just kind of flaked off.
Yeah.
Very crusty. It's giving me crusty. And I don't know how I feel about that. I already don't really like cookies and cream, but I'm trying to remain unbiased. But after cutting it open initially, it was not the vibe.
Yeah.
We did cut it with a butter knife.
That's a good point.
Because we're college students, we don't want to reach for a normal knife. We get a butter knife.
I'm not a huge fan of filled donuts, so this is going to be
Well,
interesting.
you're not going to enjoy today. Yep.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh no. Oh no.
I was gonna make a bad face. And Stockton did it for me.
Oh.
Do we have to finish it?
No.
I don't like this.
No. No.
That's
No!
That's an immediate no.
It's a no for me.
That is not cookies and cream.
That just tastes
I don't
like
even know what
plain
it was.
frosting.
Yeah, I don't know what it was.
It wasn't good though.
No.
Oh.
It's just like plain cream frosting.
It's so much and it's all bad.
I'm not even
like-
being dramatic.
This
That
is
is not great.
I'm pretty dramatic.
This
Like
is
that
actually bad.
not
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Like you can even see the little flakes that Reagan was talking about.
what
It's
I'm
just not fresh. It's not great. It's not my favorite.
Yeah.
It's in my mouth now. I want to wash it out.
Yeah.
I don't like that at all.
It's not good.
We might need to run out to the water fountain really quick.
Yeah.
It's not great.
It's not great. Hopefully one of the other donuts will do it. So, I will say glaze was okay. Chocolate was good. Cookies and cream,
It's a hard no.
not
for
in my
me.
dreams.
Nope. Moving on.
Moving on, yes please. So next, round 2 will be Daylight Donuts, which is a more affordable option.
Watch the full video to get our full review on Daylight Donuts and Farmstead Cronuts. To watch, scan the QR code below. After the break, we will check in with Stockton to see what is going on in the entertainment world.
At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, we see champions everywhere we look. In every sport, on every court, we're building a foundation to ensure all athletes are safe, supported, and strengthened. At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, ending abuse is not just our job. It's our promise.
So, let's take a look at what's currently airing and what's to come for TV and streaming for the rest of 2022. 2 high fantasy spin-offs are the talk of the town at the moment, with the first being House of the Dragon. This Game of Thrones spin-off has been living up to the hype in many aspects, with one of those aspects being, well, more Game of Thrones. And it's not bad. The other high fantasy hype train currently in transit is Lord of the Rings: Rings of Power. This Amazon Prime exclusive is the most expensive TV show ever made, with the average episode costing about $100 million, or like 1,000 second breakfasts, or 10 million leaves with the bread in the middle that Sam and Frodo eat in Return of the King. You know the one. Steve Carell has once again been stretching his dramatic chops with The Patient on Hulu. This thriller series is primarily told through dialogue in a basement. This show is going to win so many awards. All joking aside, critics are loving Steve Carell in this series, and the episodes are only 20 minutes long, so it's perfect for binging over the weekend. The next Star Wars Disney Plus show had its 3-episode premiere yesterday. This time, our favorite galaxy far, far away has given us Andor, a prequel series to Rogue One, which is a prequel to A New Hope, which is a sequel to Revenge of the Sith, but released in the 70s, so if you do the math, this could be called Star Wars Episode 3 1/3. Anyway, new episodes will release on Disney Plus every Wednesday for the next 2 months or so. Lastly, one that you may have forgotten existed, Willow is a sequel series to the 1988 Lucasfilm of the same name. If you haven't even heard of Willow, I don't blame you, but it's recently gotten a bit of a resurgence thanks to the buzz around this endeavor on Disney Plus. It also stars everyone's favorite tiny Star Wars enthusiast, Warwick Davis. If you don't know who he is, shame on you. Next week, I'll be covering the most anticipated video games of 2022. I hope you're prepared, because I'm very excited. After the break, we'll check in with Reagan to see what's happening in the world of sports.
Keep going.
It's not always necessary to know what lies ahead or around the next turn. The land of curiosity is calling. Rise to it.
When a crisis hits, close to home and across the globe, nonprofits are on the front lines, ready to serve. Healing, nurturing, rescuing, protecting, inspiring. The work of philanthropic organizations has never been more important, and it's donors and volunteers like you who make all this possible. Thank you. The Nonprofit Alliance.
Welcome back, Trailblazers. Let's dive into everything Utah Tech athletics. Trailblazer athletes have been in the WAC spotlight a lot recently, and now it's junior forward Carly Nyland's turn. Nyland of Utah Tech University women's soccer was named WAC Offensive Player of the Week after her performance against Stephen F. Austin University, scoring the only 2 goals of the entire game. Nyland also leads the Trailblazers in most goals scored, with 4 on the season. In other exciting news, the Trailblazers are on a 6-game winning streak, and all have been shutouts. Utah Tech heads to Texas this weekend to hopefully continue their streak, first against Tarleton State University tomorrow and Abilene Christian University Sunday. Utah Tech University volleyball fought to the finish against Idaho State University for a thrilling 3-2 win. Leaders for the Trailblazers included Bridget Talia with a career high of 16 kills, Taylor Laufiso with a career high of 53 assists, and Chase Daughtery putting up 31 digs, and, you guessed it, a career high. Utah Tech's 3-game winning streak came to an end after a tough 3-0 loss to University of Nevada, Las Vegas Saturday. The Trailblazers are looking to get back on track just in time for conference play, which starts tonight at home against in-state rival Utah Valley University. Utah Tech will take on another in-state rival Saturday as they travel to Cedar City to take on Southern Utah University. What an exciting, record-breaking weekend. Utah Tech University cross-country showed out in the University of California Riverside Invitational Saturday. Junior Grace McLaughlin placed 6th overall in the 6K race with a time of 20 minutes and 22.8 seconds. McLaughlin's time is also now the all-time Utah Tech record for the 6K. Alexia Corona and Kirsten Williams put up impressive times as well, which put them at 9th and 10th place in school history for the 6K. Senior Brian Scholes ran a 25-minute, 10.7 second in the 8K race, which puts him at 3rd overall in school history for the 8K. The Trailblazers will compete in the Southern Utah Color Country Invitational in Cedar City, October 8th. Utah Tech University football fell to Weber State University 14-44 in Saturday night's game in Ogden. The score was 14-24 at the halftime. The Trailblazers just 10 points behind. Utah Tech couldn't find the end zone at all in the second half, while the Wildcats continue moving down the field. Weber State racked up 2 touchdowns and 2 field goals in the second half. In a press conference held Tuesday, head coach Paul Peterson explained that quarterback protection is the main takeaway from the game. Quarterback Kobe Tracy took a lot of hits throughout the night, and he did not have time to spare in the pocket. Peterson is confident in his receivers, and if given the time to get open, they can make impactful plays that they needed against Weber State. The Trailblazers will face off another in-state rival Saturday, this time Cedar City against Southern Utah University in their WAC opener.
Now, Reagan, I mean, I'm really sorry, but did you have to have such an accurate premonition last week? You said Weber was going to beat us, and it came true. You need to predict right this time. You need to predict towards our side, I mean.
You're right. I did have hope for us. I really did. But like I said, what Coach Paul Peterson said is the quarterback protection is vital. Kobe Tracy has no time in the pocket. The defense is hounding him, and he really doesn't have any time to get that ball out of his hands. So.
You know what, Reagan and Stockton, I am just hopeful for this weekend. I'm going to be there at the game in Cedar City this weekend. What about you two?
I'm heading up for sure. What about you, Stockton? I know that you used to be a Thunderbird.
I did used to be a Thunderbird. Wow, you remembered. I'm afraid my love for that school has diminished, sadly, since I've come here.
I don't think that's sad.
But I will be watching in whatever way I possibly can.
That's awesome. And that's it for this week's edition of Sun News at Noon.
We will see you here next week, same time, same place.
Have a great week, Trailblazers.